Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. I want to state categorically that this is my own opinion. You also have your own opinions. The new funding model, as per how it's being implemented, is bound to fail. It was a good idea, yes, and I'm one of those people who supported the idea. The idea from inception sounded good, but it is appearing to die towards the implementation stage. Why am I saying this? The Ministry of Education did a mistake. It hurriedly commissioned the funding model without laying down proper strategies on who fits band what and who doesn't fit band what. For instance, wale tulifanya primary school, I think you remember multiple choices, A, B, C, D. There is a time, especially those of us who failed in mathematics, you could take your paper, number 1 to 50. You do guessing. Nashika kalamu naandika A, C, B, D, D, A, B, C, C. Ukiona line A imekuwa nyingi, unarudi kwa C. It was just guesswork. That is exactly what Kenya Kwanza government is doing in placing students. They randomly place, yani they were guessing. Wanachukua mwanafunzi, huyo weka band 1, huyo weka band 3. Yeah. So you find a needy case is in band 4. Yet a case that can be able to pay school fees is in band 1, for instance. So this implementation is going to terribly cripple the funding models. The Minister of Education is sending a message to all students across the country via the office of the Cabinet Secretary. They are doing an update on funding, categorizing of students, and appeal processing. I want to read. This has been released today, dated 23rd of August, 2024. Following the opening of the higher education portal for this application cycle, 134,029 students have applied for loans and scholarships and have been received to date. A total of 127,591 applications have already been categorized into the various bands. Thus far, 5.2 billion has been released to the Higher Education Loans Board for tuition and upkeep loans. 2.8 billion has been released to the Universities Fund for scholarships. The funds are now being dispersed to the respective university and student accounts. Upon ascertainment of students reporting an admission, the disbursement process will be completed by 30th August 2024. So the new funding model will pay for your school fees and it will send an upkeep to the student bank accounts. Of the categorized applicants, 12,958 have lodged appeals for recategorization, which I told you that the Ministry of Education did guesswork when it was categorizing students. The processing of appeals has now started and will be conducted within 3 weeks from the date of each of appeal. The portal will remain open until 31st December 2024 to allow for late appeals. The recategorization will rely on the accuracy of the information provided regarding an applicant's social economic background, affirmative action considerations, social demographic factors, and family education expenses. To ensure that all applications are categorized fairly and that no one is deprived of deserved funding, we are working with officers from the National Government Administration Office in a multi-agency approach. These officers will assist in verifying the information provided by applicants from their respective jurisdiction across all the 106,000 villages in the country. This approach underscores the government's commitment to ensure that no student is left behind. The multi-agency approach is part of the broader effort to enhance transparency, efficiency, and accountability in the funding process, and to ensure that funding decisions are based on accurate and verified information. We therefore request all applicants to act with integrity and diligence in providing accurate and comprehensive information concerning their circumstances. We reiterate our commitment as the Minister of Education to work together with all stakeholders and to promptly and effectively address any challenges that arise in this process. Signed, Julius Migos Ogamba, Cabinet Secretary, the Ministry of Education. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to make a comment on the press release provided. I told you here yesterday and today, and some days I've been voicing about this, that I don't know where this funding model was copied from. I don't know if it's from the West or where, but I'll do my research and find out where William Ruto copied this funding model from. The Ministry of Education is going to entirely rely on the information provided for by the student while doing applications at the portal level. And from this, as much as this implementation is making strides, but to me, if Kenya Kwanza was serious about providing equitable, affordable education to all learners in the Republic of Kenya, I could request a new policy to come up on funding where all the bursary resources from the women rep, from the MP, from the governor, from wherever they are, from the MC, all those bursary fundings from the national government, zote, they be brought together towards working for a free, fair education, whereby whether you are poor or rich, you go to class and study for free. Because hii Kenya kaka, najua kuna watu wanafikiria wengine ni matajiri, na in real sense unapata hao matajiri they are strong loans to fund businesses and other projects. To me, this funding model, as much as it cushions the less privileged, as long as it's cushioning those from poor backgrounds, on the other end, it is crippling those who are fairly off. Why? In this country, we are all Kenyans. That is what equalizes us. Whether you are poor or rich, we still remain to be Kenyans. You can't be a special Kenyan when you are rich and a lesser Kenyan when you're poor. All of us, are, if we are filling a form, a son of the poor says, I am a Kenyan. A son of the rich says, I am a Kenyan. It's okay. I think the government is able to provide free, equitable education if we work towards objectivity and not politics. William Ruto is fighting to be re-elected in 2027 under his funding. The member of parliament in the constituency level, at the constituency level, is also fighting to be re-elected through a bursary. The governor, the same, is fighting to be re-elected through a bursary. The women rep, the same, the MCA, the same. Why can't we remove politics from education and now decide we want to prosper Kenya by providing a free primary and secondary and even university education because there's money? But anyway, I might look mad and out of order, but that is my opinion. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video. Asanteni sana.